At 6, we are looking into the Knoxville Police Department's preliminary crime report for 2024. It's yet to be audited by the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation. But KPD leaders say it shows crime once again is dropping.
10 News anchor Shay Smith joining us with more from a deputy chief who describes the trends. Shay?
Robin and John, this report shows the largest decrease in crime last year was non-fatal shootings. Now, those were down by 45%, and overall crime decreased by about 7%. But I asked the deputy chief why there is still a public notion that crime is not decreasing. Knoxville police say crime in the city is going down.
Things that affect people in public spaces in their everyday lives. Burglaries, we saw a reduction. Theft from motor vehicle, we saw a reduction.
Chief Deputy Brian Evans says burglaries were down 15%, thefts from vehicles were down 22%, and murders were down 4% from 23 murders or manslaughters in 2023 to 22 in 2024.
People may say, well, that was one homicide. Well, that was one life that was lost in the city of Knoxville.
But the biggest decrease was in non-fatal shootings. In 2023, there were 77. In 2024, there were 42.
Because we've seen reductions, I think it gives us encouragement that we're pointed in the right direction, but we're not at the finish line by any means.
But why is there a public perception that crime is increasing? KPD says this data includes reports that are filed and taken by officers. The data is not a reflection of every police response. Deputy Chief Evans says police officers respond to everything. That's why the calls may seem so frequent. But not every call they receive equates to a crime.
It's not just a crime that the police department responds to. You know, if somebody calls 911, if somebody calls for a response, our officers do so much more than respond to crimes.
The chief deputy says in 2025 they will really focus on crash deaths. Last year there were 45 fatal crashes, ending the lives of 52 people. He says decreasing deadly crashes will also require the public's help.
We're only a portion of the solution.
Now, the only two crimes that did show a slight increase is simple assault by 6%, and there were 5 more robberies last year than the year before. But the complete report can be found on our website.
But to punctuate it, crime numbers going down. All right, Shay, thank you.